everyone. The fourth part of the evolution, we are going to discuss the various theories of evolution. Lamarck's theory of evolution, Darwin's theory of natural selection, mutation theory given by Hugo de Vries, new Darwinism or modern theory or synthetic theory of evolution, which is the most accepted theory given by Huxley. Lamarck's theory of evolution. It is a study based on comparisons between fossils and living things. There are inheritance of acquired characters, that is Lamarckism. The postulates of Lamarckism are: first, new needs; second, use and disuse of organs; third, inheritance of acquired characters; fourth, speciation, that is formation of new species. The most important examples in this are giraffe, python, boas, aquatic birds and flightless birds. However, Lamarckism was disapproved experimentally by August Weismann, who also gave the theory of continuity of germ plasm. He cut the tail of rats for about 20 generations and allowed them to breed. The tail appeared in every generation, which was against Lamarckism, as the tail should have been reduced or disappeared, as he explained the case with giraffe. Lamarck said about giraffe that, according to the needs, giraffe wished to eat the leaves on the higher plants, higher trees, and because of which it developed its neck got stretched, and this was used and inherited, and there was formation of a new species, that is what is giraffe. This same was also disapproved by Pavlov's experiment. He also gave us the conditional reflex in dogs. However, when the dogs they gave birth to the new offsprings, they were not having any such kind of conditional reflex in inheritance. Lamarck also wrote a book, Philosophique Zoologique, Neo-Lamarckianism, that is Lamarckism in the light of evolution. Further, the second theory, that is Darwin's natural selection theory, he was inspired by Malthus. Malthus wrote a book on essay on population. The postulates of Darwin theory are: population increases in geometric progression, food increases in arithmetic progression, and space available is limited. Third, there is struggle for existence. That is, the existence can be struggled in interspecific, intraspecific, and environmental. Variations are continuous, that is slow because of recombinations, and discontinuous, that is sudden and because of mutations. Survival of the fittest. This term was given by Herbert Spencer. Inheritance of useful variations, and finally formation of new species. Darwin wrote books, that is Origin of Species and Descent of Man. Darwin gave biogeographical evidence on evolution also. The third theory is the mutation theory given by Hugo de Vries, and he said whatever changes takes place that are due to mutations. Darwin named the same mutation as sports. However, he did not pay much attention on them. Hugo de Vries performed his work on Oenothera lamarckiana, that is evening primrose, and showed discontinuous variations or mutations. Examples: Ancan sheep, which were having short legs, and polyploidy in plants, which are very helpful for the breeders. Neo-Darwinism or modern theory or synthetic theory of evolution. The postulates of New Darwinism are: in a population there is a gene variability. The best adapted organism is selected by nature, which we refer as natural selection. There are various reasons for gene variability, which can be mutation, recombination, hybridization, genetic drift. The examples of natural selection are industrial melanism, which explains the population of two moths, that is Biston petullaria and Biston carbonaria. Petullaria was the grey moth and carbonaria was the black moth before and after the phases of industrial revolution. Hereditary resistance in mosquitoes. Sickle cell anemia, which is an autosomal recessive disorder found in Africa. Liederberg's replica plate experiment, where the bacterial colonies sensitive to the penicillin did not grow while the resistants were able to grow. There are various types of natural selection, like the first, stabilizing or balancing natural selection, that is selection of intermediates, and elimination of the extremes. Like for example, in sickle cell anemia, the nature selects the heterozygous dominant in the areas affected by malaria. Second, directional or progressive natural selection. Most adaptive population are selected. For example, industrial animalism, DDS mosquitoes. The third, that is disruptive natural selection, where nature selects the extremes and eliminates the intermediates. Examples, the snail of three colors were found at seabed, that is black, homozygous dominant, brown, heterozygous dominant, and white, homozygous recessive. In this case, the brown is eliminated by nature, as it was not able to camouflage well with the seabed, and the other two, that is black and white, were better adapted and were selected by the nature. These are simple graphs showing the stabilizing selection, directional selection, and disruptive selection. The three types of natural selection well explained. Thank you. Please like and subscribe the channel for more videos.